everybody? It's Jacob Buchanan with Achilles Mortgage and Funding. Today we have a special guest here, Miss Mackenzie Douglas from Realty Elevate Group. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
We're doing well. It's beautiful weather we're having here in North Florida.
Hot.
It's getting there. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the market where we are currently. We're going to talk about interest rates a little bit, how they're changing, are they not. Social media is a big one right now, and just kind of give her some background about my girl here, Mackenzie, and just let us know about her a little bit.
Yes.
So give us some background. How did you get into the industry? What were you doing prior to?
Yeah, I've been in real estate. I've had my license for about 3 years now.
Okay.
I was an assistant before that, so I've been in the industry for about 5 years now after college. I'm from Gainesville, Florida. Go Gators!
Go Gators!
Yes! So I moved here about 1.5 years ago and started building my business here in St. John's. Joined Realty Group last year and have been thriving ever since.
Awesome. So you went to UF?
I went to Santa Fe, which is under UF.
Under
yes,
UF,
I loved it.
Do you like less here so far? You've been here for 1.5 years?
Yes, I live at the beach. I love the beach life. It's way different. The housing market is always going all the time. When I was there, it's a little more seasonal, cyclical
that's true.
with the students. So things here are way busier all the time.
That makes a little sense, yeah. So would you say that market is more investor-based rather than your first-time home buyer or your primary home purchaser?
That's going to be people who buy there and they stay there for 20 years. Or they buy something that they're going to rent out for students for a few years and then they'll flip that. Then you have to deal with property management, which is a whole nother ball field.
For sure.
It's a lot more work up front, I would say, not just an investor buying something and then they can rent it like the next day. Where here that happens every day, all the time.
No, absolutely.
The rental market is amazing here.
Yeah, no, it's going good. The numbers are a little tight because I'm personally looking for some stuff and they gotta make sense. That's to make sense. But appreciation is going to happen regardless, right?
Yes, 100%.
Where are you comfortable with currently? And are you in the Jax Beach or focused on St. Johns County? Do you have any? Yeah,
so I have a listing in Ponte Vedra Beach right now. That's a really great one we're trying to sell.
Give us the address.
It is 100 King Sago Court in Ponte Vedra Point, and we had a broker open today. We had over 15 agents come. It was a beautiful day. Really need an offer on it. And then I have a townhome off of Old St. Augustine Road. And that's a lower price point. Very nice, 2-2. Definitely an investor's go-to.
Awesome. So you're a little bit bouncing around.
A little bit of areas. I'm definitely trying to focus in St. Johns County right now. But Duval, it's always moving. I'm always getting referrals and leads from Duval County.
Okay. So with that being said, what are you seeing in the market right now with homes after they're being listed? Are they kind of moving? It's taking some time?
It's definitely a buyer's market right now. People want the price for the home with the equity on top of it, and that isn't always happening. So we kind of see a larger than average stay on market, about 45 days, I would say, in St. Johns counties right now. The home down the street from my listing went under contract within a week. So it just depends what that person really wants. If they're ready for that house right there, they can get that house. If not, it's going to probably sit for a little bit.
So average of 45 days. Could be a week or it could be a little longer, but kind of that's the sweet spot.
Yeah, I would say so.
What about your purchasers? When you said it's a buyer's market, what are you seeing that they're getting right now? So this is kind of a sweet spot for someone looking to purchase right now.
Yeah, definitely. Rates are 6 to 7% right now. My lender, she offers credits for closing costs, down payment assistance. We're kind of doing all sorts of different incentives like that. Another lender I work with is offering free appraisals. So we're trying to incorporate different mechanisms into the loan product to make it more. It's okay that the home price is a little high because we're adding all these things to it so that hopefully your monthly payment isn't as high. It's as a normal rate.
No, absolutely. There's still the 2-1 buy down if sellers are giving credit. Or if you wanted to buy it down, there's those programs that are still available for FHA and conventional. We'll talk about the fact that she didn't refer to me as one of her lenders, but we'll talk about that later.
We haven't worked together yet.
No, we will. So that's awesome. So and then you're saying, so what are they going in? Are you going in at asking with concessions? You're going below and concessions.
Yes, they have all the power right now. The list, there is not a huge amount of inventory, but people are buying the houses that they really are looking for, like that exact house. They're able to get that one because they have so many things behind them making it happen for them.
Gotcha.
Whereas, a seller's market, it's like 5 offers and then we're the ones in charge saying yes or no.
Facts,
right now it's a lot of yeses.
Yeah,
the listing side.
No, that is a great thing for a first-time home buyer or a person that's looking to elevate, sell their smaller home probably and grow a little bit based upon family or size situations like that.
100%.
Okay. That makes sense. So, do you want to dip in a little bit more about like investors? Like you said, that one property you have listed currently.
Yeah. I work with a few investors. I'm always sending them deals, a lot of off-market stuff. I use this great app where it's called Backflip, and you can go to a property that's kind of, maybe in shambles or it looks like it can be an investment, and it'll tell you the flip price for it. And then I'll just send my investors that. And sometimes they say yes, put in an offer. Sometimes it's a no.
Yeah.
It just depends on the cash flow back, how long they want to rent it for. All those factors matter.
Backflip is actually a hard money lender. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, I've worked with them before. Actually, I broke the deals.
That's a great company.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
It's just easy to. It's a good quick little statistic thing because I can't find it from the MLS. I'm not trusting Zillow.
Yeah.
So it's like I have this little information in my back pocket that I can just go and send it to them really quick.
It makes sense. Is it like a PDF or whatnot that it
I think it just sends them like a little file.
Highlights.
You can just share it from the app.
Okay,
it's
cool,
really easy.
Cool. So that's a little tidbit right there.
There you go.
Mackenzie, hey.
Download the Backflip app and say Mackenzie sent you.
Yeah. No, reach out to Mackenzie and she'll send you your information.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay. One thing that's kind of happening very rapidly is AI. Introducing that to your CRM, your marketing, your platforms. How are you kind of implementing that right now?
Yeah, so I'm not a super big AI fan. I know it's very important in the video space, in the loan processing space, in the background space. I myself am going to try to stay creative, stay innovative in my own brain, and try not to use ChatGPT.
I know, it's
hard. It's very hard to just go there for an easy caption, and then your brain doesn't think about how to make captions all the time. So it's a good thing to implement, but definitely not something I'm going to always use all the time. I would say more in-person social media, those type of technology things I'm using more. But I know there is a space for AI in the future.
No, for sure. It's like you got to be on board, but don't overuse it, right? Because you're going to keep your personal touch to everything.
Yes. Yeah. And then when I see these listing descriptions, and it just sounds like something that's not them, and I know the listing agent, and I'm like, you didn't come up with this. It kind of turns me off from that listing sometimes.
True.
But, you got to do what you got to do if you have a lot of work to do. And that's what technology is here for, is to utilize these tools.
Just try to make it a little easier, but don't abuse it. Yes. Yeah, it's a fine line. I love my ChatGPT. It's funny because I'll rephrase this and then rephrase it and take a little bit off of it. To make it sound more realistic.
Right. No one just opens up a dictionary.
All the big words. SAT was a long time ago. That's funny you say that. Yeah, because I get some emails. I'm like, bro, you don't sound like that.
No, that's not you. That's not you. I promise.
That's funny. So this is kind of my favorite part of the segue. It's of course mortgage and muscles. You want to give them a flex really quick? Oh, don't hurt them. So we live in sunny Florida, of course. So what are you doing to kind of stay in shape, staying healthy and fit right now?
Yeah, so I try to walk 10K steps a day. That's my minimum.
Okay, your watch is going off for you?
Going off. It's like if you're not hitting all 3 rings, I didn't have a good day. I do a lot of beach walks. That helps a lot in the sun. And then I work out at the gym all the time. I go to the Neptune Run Crew on Friday mornings.
The Neptune Run Crew? I didn't know they had a run crew.
Yeah, so they meet at Lemon Bar at 6:45.
You meet at Lemon Bar?
Friday mornings.
Okay.
6:45. And we have a whole crew, and we just run 5K. I walk sometimes if I'm tired.
Yeah.
You don't have to run the whole time. So that'll keep me really in shape, and I'm meeting clients.
That's a good networking tool.
Information.
That's a good networking tool. So how big is that group right there?
Sometimes there'll be 100 people.
No way, really? Wow.
Sometimes it's just 20 to 50.
Okay.
It's a big group though. It's a very
even
big
20
group.
to 50 is pretty big.
And then when they're part of, they do the pizza Thanksgiving and everything, and they'll kind of incorporate that, and that'll be like a bunch of people.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're like that close to Jackson Beach then. You're over the ditch.
Yes.
But then you come out to St. John's.
Yes.
She's not scared to drive in Jacksonville, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I was in Ponte Vedra at my listing.
Okay.
And so then I went through Nocatee. I like going through and Beach Walk and stuff like that.
Beach Walk, yeah, true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too far.
No, yeah. I'm just saying, like, just your natural. You're on that side of town, and you're going to this side of town.
I'll go anywhere.
Go
I go to the west side.
Okay.
I did the house in Avondale sometimes. I'll go on that side too. So the whole St. John's and Duval County is
hey, she's not.
my
she
home.
owns her car. She's not leasing it.
Yes, it's mine.
So we were talking about a little bit about networking. You kind of hinted towards that. What are you finding out the most like natural kind of thing, the way to meet genuine people that you want to work with and represent?
Yeah, so my favorite thing is network marketing, going out to events that, real estate companies host, different social groups host. I've gotten really close with a lot of great social groups, and the nice thing about them is when we go and meet someone and they are kind of the catalyst of it, they'll introduce me as the real estate agent.
Okay.
And that introduction kind of puts my foot in the door. It's nice to have someone else to do that for you. So I'm not the salesperson. They know I'm a realtor because I just met them. Usually if I meet someone and we connect, I ask them a few questions, just at a bar or something like that. I'll get their Instagram, and then I'll make them follow my personal and my professional real estate page. Okay. And then they follow me. They see from there if they're going to want to work with me or not. I'm not at that moment trying to get them to work with me. It's a gradual process in it. But people have come back and say, oh, I followed you, I met you this time, or I'll see people that they met me and I don't really remember meeting them, but I had that impression on them because I was, I think, the realtor at the time, and that it gives them a good identity with me in that.
That's cool. They could refer and kind of pin. That's awesome. So you're just a natural butterfly then. You're at the bar just socializing.
Yeah, so I'm just talking to everyone doing all the time. Yeah, we had an event last week and they did a podcast too, and I didn't know they were doing it, but I just sat down and started talking, and I was like, I'm there.
Is she a natural? Look at her. That's awesome. No, networking is the biggest thing. It's not your net worth, it's your network. And that network will become your net worth for 100%. Sure. It's and kind of Jacksonville is a big small place. Everybody kind of knows each other, so.
Yeah. And I would say the most important thing is once you meet people and like plugging them into your life somehow. Like I do, like every Monday and Friday, I have like a list of people that I text like, happy Monday, hope you have the best week.
Oh, really? Okay.
And like that's just automatic. I automatically can do that. Some people aren't always going to get that because not that they're not my friends or they're not going to work with me. I just you have to have that like group in mind that you're really pouring love and relationship into. And that's not everyone. And then people come and go.
Yeah, life is life sometimes.
But if you build that core, I think, initial connection, that's how you get the referral at the end. When someone moves away and they think, oh, I'm the only person I really remember from Jacksonville is Mackenzie. Let me go call her again.
Gotcha.
That's going to build the long-term referral client basis for me, I'm hoping.
Yeah, and it's going to happen. I mean, you could just feel this energy just exuding off of her right now, for sure. What would you say that a lot of hesitant people are not ready to jump into the market, but it's starting to occur? What would you say to just get off the ledge and do it, and why?
Get off the ledge because in 5 years you'll have an asset, and if you're renting you wouldn't have an asset, you wouldn't have anything. I mean, even if you're not permanently gonna live there, you can rent it out, you can get an investor to buy it. Anything can happen, and I would say it's better to have some sort of asset and equity than nothing. Is 100% the way to go.
Absolutely.
And renting is hard to make that jump. I think they're just scared to have to be in charge of something, responsibility. For sure. It's not that hard to have responsibility. Yeah. No. It's okay. Get a warranty. Yeah. There are people to call.
It's a seller's market.
That's what
a buyer's market. So you could get that 1 year warranty.
You can get those things. And I think also people get scared that if I sell on my house, they'll never talk to me again, but I'm always going to be here. Something goes wrong in your house, I can help you. Like, we're still working together.
Absolutely.
After the close. That's when our relationship
we are
keeps
in
going.
This together now.
Yes, for the lifelong of it. It's not just, oh, you bought this, we're done.
No, for
Here's
sure.
my check. I think a lot of people are scared of that.
Yeah, and realtors and brokers such as myself, we have a big community, so we know handyman, we know repairmen, electricians, roofers. So like we can help you in that manner too, help you get a good deal to fix that house or do this or do that.
Yeah,
so
100%.
we are like partners in this.
Yeah, it's not a transaction, it's a relationship. And I think people are just scared if they don't, realtors maybe have had a bad rep in the past. And I think there's a new wave of people my age, youngers, a lot of more energy into it, not just the old-fashioned way of here's a contract signed, I never talk to you again.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, if you're looking for a best friend and a realtor, check out Mackenzie.
That's me.
Yes, ma'am.
For sure. Usually in my transactions, what I tell them is that we're going to be dating for like a month or two. When we're doing the listing to the contract, I'm going to text you every day. You're going to talk to me every day. And then after that, I'm still going to keep up with you, make sure you're good and stuff, but I won't bother you as much.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to reach out to Miss Mackenzie. And if you're looking for mortgage options, don't hesitate. Our contact information will be at the bottom of the screen. And we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. Yeah.